He's gone around the
They're
outside.
both gone deep.
Oh, he's lost it. Wide.
Oh no.
No, you can't do that. Oh, and he's around. Big crash. Oh, Dali's gone into him. He's going to go for the move. He's going to go for the move. Back at him. Oh, the Tino's gone. He's thrown it away at last. The Tino's gone for a massive dive. And unfortunately, it's...
Oh my god.
There's a huge crash off the start line. Absolutely monumental. This is going to be a safety car.
Oh, that's
On the curb. And he's robbed his car. He's going to have carnage. It's a big moment from there. He's going to struggle to stop that. He's in the wall.
That's out.
Two do not like one another.
And yeah, I can see why.
Shut the back, a big crash. Alex Cattle's in the fence. It's around. It's 3 words.
Team white cubes while you're racing a race car. You either haven't got the mod installed or you're on some very good drugs.
Hello and welcome to Sandown for round 2 of the ASC Super 2 Championship. We're live. Yeah, sorry, I'm having a problem in the background. Just finished practice for race 1 here, official practice. About to head into qualifying. And we're now heading into qualifying.
I believe we are. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Colin. I was wondering whether or not you were there.
Yep, I'm here. I was just getting some live timing up myself.
So Lachlan Bourke's been the pace setter so far in practice, and as we know, he was the race winner last time out.
Is continuing that strong form from Bathurst.
So just observing that we've got some people leading the lane and such, to work out what's going on.
Yep, they have. As you can see, the garage is a bit tighter compared to Bathurst here at Sandown, but that's okay.
There are a lot of cars here once again.
Yes, we have about 25 drivers. And I've just seen about 3 penalties in a row there, so...
Apparently I am very quiet, so I'll try and rectify that issue. Hopefully I've rectified that issue.
Roughly about 26 car on the track tonight. That's another solid effort. I believe the maximum we had at Bathurst was 33, so yeah, it's good to see. Everyone's back, having another crack.
It is good to see that a lot of the field is back and having a crack. We do though have some newcomers tonight. We've got Kai Ardley, I believe it is, I think. Joined us tonight, and I know that Jack Handel is joining us tonight as well. So I think and Keenan Sykes, I think, is also another newcomer.
Yeah, he's the teammate of Kai. Who's on the screen.
Oh yeah, I wasn't aware of that, so thanks for filling me in. Who is our first car that has started a lap? I'm just going to flick through it. See if I can find out. We're not really watching anything. We're going to watch Lachlan Bourke because he's starting a lap, and I reckon that he's going to...
I believe he might actually be the first one. Oh, big moment in the background.
Yeah, Nathan Higginson, I believe, having a bit of a moment.
Starting to see some sector times coming through
Just going to
now.
get my own type timing up. So Lachlan Bourke's gone fastest to the first sector out of anyone, but there hasn't been too many representative things. Kai Jones has gone fastest to the middle sector, which is literally just the back straight.
I think he's pitted. He might have got a cut track.
So Steve Burko goes to the top, Cameron Parrott and then Stenny. Lachlan Bourke does a 9.2.
Good banker. Work on
This
that.
is a good banker, and Kalvinder Singh goes to P1, so just pick him up. The Nissan, it's an impressive number straight out of the box. Just flicking over, I've noticed Lewis Wedding is on a lap, and he is looking to challenge the fastest time so far.
Yeah, overall about 2/10 down.
And he does go to the top, 2/10 down. He does the first 8 of the night. Instinct a second. It's going to be another close field, Cole.
It is, mate. You can already see here by the lifetime. Unbelievably close already.
We've got the top 12 covered by 0.8 of a second. It's only half a second out in the 10 at the minute. It's pretty incredible. I'm going to flick over to Kalvinder Singh and see what he does. Lachlan Bourke goes fastest now. So
5, that's a good lap.
I saw
to third.
Corey lighting up the timing screen a second ago. Going to see what he does. Lachlan
Corey
Bourke's
was
lit up.
fast at backwards.
He has not. He's obviously screwed up the sector there.
He's backed out of it. He's okay.
Kalvinder Singh is up on his time. Dane Liccardo's up on his time. Instinct crosses the line. He goes slightly faster. RSM Latino's now up into third, and he's up on his PB, only just slightly off the fastest time. So was Kalvinder Singh. This timing sector's going off everywhere at the minute.
The lifetime is looking like a rainbow at the moment.
And Kalvinder Singh now takes third from RSM Latino. Not a great first sector from him, so if he can actually put in a good first sector, he could potentially take the pole here because he's very fast in the last sector. So I've just seen Instinct, he is up on everybody at the minute. He has done a pretty good number. Corey's gone purple to the first sector.
Yeah. Corey's up as well, so look for these guys to jump somewhere near the top as he goes to P2.
Just gonna get an eye on Corey. Oh, Corey's jumped up, but he's had a massive incident at turn 1.
Instinct improves to an 8.8.
Just going around the grounds. Look, Lachlan Bourke is obviously on an out lap. Only 3 minutes to go. This has gone relatively quickly this session.
Interesting to see what guys do here. If they hit and get a fresh set of tyres, or just keep circulating and trying to go faster.
Gonna watch Hans Brunswick. He was up on every one of the first sector, and he's up to the middle sector as well. So Hans is on a heater here. In the Ultimate 9 Racing Falcon.
He's on a Hoyter, but he's coming up to traffic.
Oh,
Oh,
it's gonna hurt him a little bit, but if he can still maximise this last sector, he should still be good for a good number.
what are you gonna do?
And he goes to P3.
Improvement, but he would have lost all the time there in the last sector.
Yeah, it was very good middle sector. That was where he made the time up, so
Yep.
he's goes back to pit lane. I'm just going to see who I can pick up who's on a lap. Lachlan Bourke's back out there. He's still your pole sitter. Yeah,
Nine's all right.
Hans Brunswick lost nearly half a second in that last sector, it appears. Lachlan's
Yeah.
gone back to pit lane. Everyone's coming out for their final run now, so this is about to get exciting. We see
Look at
Hans.
Lachlan Bourke's last sector was a 27.2. Hans was a 27.9.
Yeah, so
It's
a lot slower.
Massive difference there. So he probably would have grabbed pole. Like that. Frustrating,
Can I just
but
say at the
new set of
minute
tyres.
we have all but one car, which is Dodger, within 3 seconds of pole. So I'm massively impressed with that at the minute from everyone out there. That's 24 cars within 3 seconds. The top, you have to go. If you're more than a second off pole, you're 16th. It's unbelievable.
You know, it's amazing the gaps. Same at Bathurst, same
Yes.
here.
So we see everyone's warming up there, warming up for another go. I'm going to watch Corey. Now he's got a livery this round. Oh, he's got 2 cars coming out of the lane. Hopefully they can get to the right thing, and they have. So this will be watching sectors of who's doing what where.
Yeah, so Corey's livery's actually one of my NEC liveries that I make. So.
That's good. And he's only
appreciated.
down. He's down on the fastest, and he's down on his. He's almost down on his PB. Just watching. Hans has come through, and it hasn't been a good time through the intermediate. Corey's time through the intermediate is the fastest. Faster than the best time so far. It's not purple, but it's decent.
Overall, it's very good. Oh, the sideways off the curb there. All lost some time.
No one else is really lighting up the timing screen, but RSM Latino is on a good number.
Yeah, at one stage there, he was all the way up in third. He's now.
Corey
Yeah,
fell
sixth.
away a lot in the last sector. I don't know what's going on there, but that's a lot of time lost there in that last sector.
Yeah, that sideways moment would have cost him all the time.
Latino, he doesn't improve, but he was not good. A lot of people struggling in the last sector here. People snuck through to start another lap. I believe Corey was one of them. But at the minute, no one's really lit up the timing screen on that last run. So we've got Lachlan Bourke, who's gone pole, and Corey from Hans, Wedding, Instinct, who's still on a lap, I believe. Tino's done. Linda Singh's done. Dane Liccardo, he's about to cross the line. I'm just going to see what he does. No improvement. Steve Warwick in 10th. Corey's into the lane. Kyle Adley improves to... I don't think he improves his time, but stays P11. From Brendan Ross, Nathan Higginson, Cameron Parrott, Bratt, Liam Budd, Michael Pollard, acclaimed by it, Matt Cecil, Keenan Sykes, Brody, Lachlan Horan, Kai Jones, Stenny, Dodger, and Jack Handel has not set a lot to lap time. 26 car field, and that is a fast field.
Very fast.
2 seconds away, and you don't even make the top 20. I know that my old man, he's been struggling with some computer dramas tonight. I've had to unfortunately walk away from due to my commitments here, so it explains him being a bit further down the back there. But super impressed with the lap times of everyone.
Yeah, very impressive.
So while we're in warm-up, I'm going to bring up the driver's point standings. This is before penalties. So penalties haven't been added to this, but they will be in due course. They've been done and they're posted in the Discord. So after round one, it was Lachlan Bourke who leading the lead of the championship from Hayden Warrington, who hasn't joined us tonight. Instinct in third. Lime Mitch in fourth. He is also not here tonight, I believe. Interesting.
It is interesting.
It is interesting. I'm just going to flick to this computer. Okay. So that's a couple of championship contenders that aren't there. Corey, as we see, is P2, so he'll be looking to take it to Lachlan Bourke. We've got Matt McColchin, who's also not here, so that's another person up the front there to arrive. Latino in 7th, Steve Warwick 8th. Zach Ross is 9th, he is not here as well. And Hans Brunswick in 10th, so a fair bit of movement in that top 10 tonight, you'd say. Judging by the fact that a few people aren't here. While we're looking at that, I'm going to flick over and have some 3 points as well before we get started tonight. We've got Michael Pollard, who I believe is on pole for that category in P17.
Is, yep.
Yep, from McLeanbite, who's second place in that category. Lachlan Horan is third in the championship. He's out of P29, P22 tonight, sorry. I don't know why I said 9. Benjamin Rhodes in fourth in that championship. He is not here tonight.
No, he's here. He's out of P21.
Oh, is he? Sorry, I've missed him. He's flying under the radar, is Rhodey. He's going for a rhodium in Super 3, and I'm not even noticing it. Dodger in 5th position in that championship from Levi Vulcan, Peter Stenberg, and Jordan DeSantis, who hasn't joined us, but I don't think Levi Vulcan's here either. So, but still. Interesting.
Lose a couple, we gain a couple more, so.
That's always the nature and the ebb and flows of sim racing, is not everyone can commit all the time, but we appreciate those that do make the effort to be here as much as they possibly can, because they're the ones that show the support for what goes on.
That's right.
And what we do here. So we shouldn't be too far away from getting a commencement to motor racing this evening. And I'm excited.
Clock has gone to 0, so it's been when these guys complete their laps.
I know we shouldn't pick people because it's always cursing people, but I don't know how you can put anything past Lachlan Bourke after what I've seen during practice and also qualifying. I reckon it's a hard track to, it's an easy track to overtake, you'd say, so it's not a guarantee, but I think he's a very good shot at the race here.
I believe so too, mate. I think strong showing at Bathurst and confidence in himself will be high, so will come out tonight, I reckon.
Yeah, to me, he's the guy that's to beat in this championship. He has stepped it up a heap from last year, especially over the off-season. I know he's been running in the Super 2 at ASR, and yeah, it really shows he's been putting in the laps, and he's now starting to deliver the performances as he does the skid for us because he obviously knows that we're talking about him. But that said, Corey out of P2, he was a strong contender. He was a race winner last round as well in the first race. So, and then you can't discount people like Hans out of third, or even further back than that, Latino. We all know these guys are strong contenders, and this is a track I'd say Latino's fairly strong at. So watch to see those guys.
Times as well, like it's half a second, just say the top 12 alone. So you know that these cars have a little bit of draft effect. So if you stay in the draft, you'll only stay with the field, and if you can stay with the guy in front, try and force an error, maybe make a move, get down the inside, just have a real go, then might move up a few spots.
That's it, and we know if you make a minor mistake at this track, you run on the grass, you run wide, you do any of those things that are very easy to do at this place, because it does tend to have a bit of a street circuit type nature to it. Oh my god, I'm seeing some crashing happening in warm-up. It does have a bit of a street circuit style nature to it as a permanent circuit. So you slip on the grass slightly, you're in the fence hard, and that can be race ending, or it can mean you're going to lose several positions. So it's really imperative that you don't make any errors at this track, because you're going to lose a lot of spots with how close the times are.
Well, what Matt's doing right now is in the rules as a penalty, so he'll definitely be getting a penalty for what he's doing right now.
Yeah, well, here's the only car I believe on the circuit still.
A few of these guys need to read up on the rules.
Yep. It's fair of that. So here we are, race 1. I'm excited.
Very excited, mate. Should be very, very good race, very entertaining. Usually when we turn up for Sandown for races, a lot of entertainment happens, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's been one of the better tracks that we've raced at in the history of ASC. It must be said, there's been some thrilling races here. We unfortunately didn't get to race here last year, but there's been some thrilling races. There's some thrilling races in the Super 2 series in the first year that we raced here, and I don't know why my camera's done that. It's weird. It's thrilling racing in the Super 2 the first year we raced here, and the main game was the 250k race. Was one of the best races in the history of the series, it must be said. But we're underway, and I've done a lot of talking. Do you want to run through the first half of the grid, and we'll run through to 15 and I'll do the rest?
Good to me. We have Lachlan Bourke. In second place, we have Warwick. Third place, we have Hans Brunswick. Fourth place, Lewis Wedding. It's a good effort from Lewis there.
Yeah.
This place is Instinct. Sixth place, I believe it's Harrison Martino in sixth place. In seventh, we have an international driver, Linda Singh, seen back this round. Fifth place is Steve Burko. It's a good effort from Burko there. New Sim Sports Satellite Racing Team car. Ninth place is his new teammate, Daniel Carter, who's moved on from Australian races. In 10th place, legend himself, my father, Steve Warwick. 11th place, Hi Ardley, shown from him, first time here. 12th place, and Ross in 13th is Nathan Higginson. To round 1, had to definitely be promoted to Super 2. 14th, we have Cameron Barrett. And in 15th, we have Brack.
Going back to 16th, we've got Liam Budd. We've got the first of our Super 3 runners, Michael Pollard, in 17th. McLean Bite out of P18. Matt Cecil out of 19th position. Keenan Sykes out of 20th. Brody out of 21st. Lachlan Bourke in 22nd. Kai Jones in 23rd. Stenny in 24th. Dodger in 25th. And Jack Handel rounds out our field. Grid. There we are. They all line up. This is a huge field for Sandown. I'd love to see it, but
very good to see. Let's see who leads into one.
Deep breath, nice and easy. You got that.
Right, so where we go. Good start from Lachlan Bourke.
Great initial jump, secondary not so much.
So far everyone's made it through the first couple of corners pretty cleanly. Impressed with.
Going good so far.
Jostling back in the pack.
Oh, that's wide for Corey. Compromises his run. I reckon he'll get past here.
He's very vulnerable here to Hans. The jostling in the back of the pack, but we've made it through the first few corners pretty cleanly.
Oh, boys. Remember, it's not like real life. There's no runoff at 6 there.
And they stream through. So I'm just going to flick back because we've got Instinct having a look at Lewis Wedding. So, and I think that's Lane Licato's jumped up. He's had a good start.
That's a good start.
Pretty calm so far, even towards the back of the field, it must be said.
Yeah, pretty calm. As we say that.
Well, there's 3 wide here though in the back of the field. And that's Cameron Parrott who's gone around on cue as I've queued that up, so I'll cue a quick replay of that. That was into turn 1 and that was all sorts of stuff going on.
One of the Super 3 drivers. Oh.
Yeah, and he's been tagged there, I think, Liam Budd, so...
Given a Constantine effect there.
So he's now dropped way back. So heading back to the front. It's all pretty spread out so far. It's a bit surprising. Hans Brunswick's now made it up to P2 but so he's made that position.
Yeah, he's got pace, so let's pick and run down Berkey here. Short, sharp sprint races. It's
it's been more at Adley's slightly around. Oh, who's that? Liam Budd's been rolled, but he's got back on his wheels. I've got to flick over to this. Just get a replay of that. Sorry, I'll all over the shop here in a minute. He's done it off the curb himself. While there was another incident there going on with, and then another car around. So all that's going on, and it makes it hard to follow the action. Need to get onto this back here. It's Nathan Higginson's in a battle with Brennan Ross, and I think that's Michael Pollard. Michael Pollard's done a very good job here to be P13 as a Super 3 driver. Benefited from some of the attrition in the early laps. A few people having their own moments. I've noticed further up as well, we've got a battle here between Dane Liccato and Instinct. Don't know where to look. Keenan Sykes off the road at turn 1. You just don't know where to look.
So much action.
these little battles going on throughout the field.
Kane's being very aggressive on the back of Instinct.
Here's, I expect him to go for a
Oh,
move.
yeah.
Oh, he's in the back of him.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the ordinary driving there.
Brody and Keenan have just gone tied his gear. He's given him an old bump here.
That's a bump and run.
It's a bump and run if he makes this move.
The Danny boy is very aggressive, but sometimes just going to tone it back a bit.
Yeah, but he's
It's
not
a
taking...
repetitive story.
Oh, he's racing now, but he's getting into the door of him. And in the background, I think that's Burko and Singer racing one another. And Instinct's gone wide now. He's taken the
Sure.
Davison line.
Yeah.
Oh, back of
Carter.
him again, the Ricardo. Oh, Adley's in a battle with Matt Cecil. Trying to follow everything that's happening and watch this.
Kane's just got to be patient here.
He does. He's got the pace over Instinct, it seems.
Just keeps
But
hitting him
Oh!
and then yeah.
into him again. This has brought Latino into this. Latino, you can tell, doesn't want to be a part of it. He's seen what's going on and he's like, nah, not for me.
Well, if I was Latino, I'd try and benefit.
So in the background, we've now got... Oh, where do you look? I've got to look forward because I reckon that this is going to be on here. Oh, and he finally gets the move done. With a bit of aggression.
Interesting to see what Instinct.
Noticing a tiny bit of lag. Just come over. There's a bit of server lag at the minute. Just a bit not ideal.
It stabilises itself.
Hopefully.
Okay, press on.
There's a good battle here in this part of the field.
These guys are very even on lap times, so
Noticing lots of things going on. It's not easy when you're trying to monitor everything.
that's not. It's definitely a lot to look at.
So I'm just going to go back to the front because Lachlan Bourke, he's still got a reasonable lead here. He's 2 seconds ahead of Hans Brunswick in P2, Corey in P3, and Lewis Benning in 4. So they've all really separated.
Checked out, so thank you very much. Guys keep battling.
And this battle's still going on. Hoping the server does calm down a bloody bit. Oh, Instinct.
Let's give him a bit of a serve into the corner.
That's Stenny. Stenny's gone off the road. My old man. I'm just going to flick and get a replay of that. Sorry.
Have a look. Okay. Yeah. Oh,
He's lost it by himself, but he's had a big flick into the wall. It looked bigger than it was when I first saw the thing. Thought it was going to be a big crash, but it turned out to not be that bad. Flick back to the action. See a car off the road at that part of the track and you usually think they've gone in hard.
most definitely.
Oh, who's that in the fence? Brendan Ross. It's not helpful when the... Just gonna, if we can get a replay of that. That was a big incident. Oh. I don't know how much of that was him sideways and how much of it was lag related. Oh, as I've just seen Govinda Singh, he's gone off that wild amounts of pace, and now he's dropped back and he's now under threat from Steve Warwick. There's a lot to follow.
Alright, lap 10. Coming up to lap 10.
Steve Warwick around.
Lucky.
He's got to be careful here on the rejoin.
Yeah, he's going to fall way back in now.
He's going to fall back to E7E, so not ideal for him. The front, it's all pretty neutral.
Oh.
Battle has definitely finally calmed down. It's pretty volatile there for a bit. Just noticed Lachlan Moran's around. And a lot of people making self-errors in this race, which is quite... It is strange, but at the same time it's not strange, knowing the nature of the track.
Yeah, the tyres will be getting to that point now of, oh!
And Steve Warwick's gone around again in the background. Sorry to let you know. Gonna get a replay of that. And Dodger was having a moment as we go through as well.
You can Tokyo Drift now. Oh, yeah.
On his own.
Hey, those rear tyres got hot earlier. Too.
I don't know why that's happened. Anyway. Sorry.
It's a shame. Is the PT one begging?
Knows Jack handles DNF from the race.
You're looking at the attitude of the cars, so the rears are in quite warm now.
Yeah,
Sliding out of the corners.
I think the rear of cars have gone. It is hard to tell with the little bit of server lag that we've got, but
Hopefully that rectifies itself soon.
hopefully. Sometimes the cars look more sideways than what they are. So we're seeing Instincts now under pressure from RX and Latino.
I reckon if these two stick together here, they might go onto the back of Dane, because noticing his car's using up the tyre a lot more, because it's falling on a bit back to them, I should say.
Yeah, he kind of got past them and got a tiny gap, but now it's definitely stabilised. Noticed Nathan Higginson's gone around. I'm just catching that on the other screen and seeing what was that. He's on his own side. Let's see if I can get any. Back in the field, we've got Brendan Ross and that's us battling for 13th place. Or actually, I'm going to flick back because Dane Liccardo's just run massively wide and he's allowed Instinct to get a run.
These two have been pumping and barging.
It's been a race-long battle.
Oh, two sideways had the corner.
believe
one
that
more
is
lap.
the end of the race, but sorry, I've missed that. It's Lachlan
it
Horan.
is.
Lachlan Bourke is one from Hans Brunswick, from Corey, from Lewis Wedding, from Dane Liccardo, Instinct, Latino, Melinda Singh, Steve Burko, Kai Ardley, Michael Pollard in 11th. That's impressive from him. Kept it on the road. Nathan Higginson in 12th, Matt Sissel 13th, so he held on over Brendan Ross. Rhodey brings home, I believe, a second place in Super 2, so that's a rhodium there for Rhodey.
There's a rhodium.
Braff in 16th, Liam Budd in 17th, Cameron Parrott in 18th, Dodger 19th. I believe that is podium for Dodger in Super 3. So that's big props. Claimbite 20th, Steve Warwick, Lachlan Horan, Stenny, Keenan Sykes, Ty Jones, and Jack Handel. DNFing. He's our only DNF. So I'm just going to take a quick break and we'll be back again in a little bit for qualifying for race 2. Welcome back to Sandown. We're back here with live pictures of what's going to be qualifying for race 2. Another 10-minute session to set the grid for another 12-lap race.
Yep, set to be another great session.
Should be. Racing in that was pretty good through the back of the top 10, but not as exciting at the front as I would have expected, to be honest. I would have expected that a bit more, but Lachlan Bourke cleanly broke away and yeah, took the win.
Yeah, it's just saying the top 4 were in the rhythm and just got away from the rest of the field. So it's good for them. They had a lot of points, but yeah, missing on here at the start of the session, yeah.
And we've got Cameron Parrott is the first car out on the track. Lachlan Bourke behind him. Everyone else trundles out of the lane. And Lachlan Bourke is going to take the front of the queue. Adminning to make sure everyone has rejoined us. I believe everyone has bar steady.
I believe so. That's good. Everyone's back. 9 minutes left in the session already, so these 10-minute short, sharp qualifying sessions definitely go quick.
They definitely do go quick.
It's going to be interesting tomorrow night for us in Maine when we have those 2 5-minute qualifying sessions.
Certainly is.
Get 2 or 3 laps and then here we go.
Lachlan Bourke to start his lap.
And he's got this one in the bag again, or hoping something else?
I feel like he does, but we'll see what's going to happen. See, I need to get both times.
Yeah, I'm just going to come myself. I've done a 25.997 the first sector, so that's
Pretty quick first sector.
very fast. 15.0 to the middle. This is looking like a low 18 again. There's a lot of curve there. Here's the final corner, let's see what the time's going to be. Oh,
Yeah, so
Oh,
he's
wait.
done an 18.3, so he's gone faster than the pole for first race immediately. So impressive number there from Lachlan Bourke. Cameron Parrott goes to P2, but he's the second car out across the line, so that sort of makes sense. And the rest of the times filter through.
faster again to the first sector. Definitely a driver driving full of confidence at the moment. That's in the middle. But he's not purple to the middle sector.
No, he has just disappeared off my screen. Not sure what's going on there.
Not
He's
really
back
good.
on my other screen. He's back on the screen, so he must
Little lag.
have had a lag spike. Hopefully it hasn't. No,
8.2.
it's up, so he's gone faster. Cameron Parrott across the line. He goes faster than his PB. 6/10 Lachlan Bourke, sorry, rather, is on pole by.
Now being eclipsed.
Using errors at me. So that's been eclipsed, so Kind of flips through. So that's Instinct now who's gone to P2.
On a 108.8, so still half a second.
Just keep an eye on the splits. All on 26.1 to the first sector, Hans included. Hans has done a 14.9 to the middle sector, that's pretty pacey. So he might jump over Instinct here.
He does.
And he's disappeared off our screen.
He did jump up into P2.
P2, yes. Good effort there. Instincts across the line. He's gone faster than his PB, but it's not enough to fix Hands.
Been to P4. Forward effort.
Solid effort. Ricardo's just gone up to P5. Another Parrot. I think a decent qualifying effort compared to where he was in race 1, so we'll be looking to see if he...
Yeah, if you can do a 108, you pretty much be in the top half of the field.
Oh, and that's Aris and Latino. It's gone in the fence there in the background.
It's Harden.
Corey goes to P2. So it's a decent lap time from him.
500s. That's nothing.
Start laps. It's not far off the first sector. Oh, it's up. It's up on P1.
Oh, it's a good middle sector. P9.
The last sector's where Lachlan Bourke absolutely creams the butt, so we'll see how this goes.
Just got it in there. Oh,
Right there, it's not like...
he might go to the top here.
Oh! Pretty close. He's done 2 pretty decent laps in a row there.
Session's gone by pretty quick. We've only got 2 minutes to go.
We do, and Corey's running through his lap. He might be going faster. Flick to Lachlan Bourke, he's about to cross the line. Is he going to go any faster? And he doesn't, but he goes pretty close. He's got the lights on. He's up.
Oh, great first sector.
Very good first sector, so see if we can go on with this.
Fastest of the session.
Oh,
Again.
that is a middle sector. That's where Hans seems to be really strong, is through the middle sector of this track.
Yep.
He benefited from a drive from his teammate, which would have helped.
Just definitely getting a double pull.
Brendan Ross is giving him a go to pole. Yeah, he does. So that's Hans Brunswick on provisional pole with 52 seconds to go. That's unexpected. Will Lachlan Bourke respond? He's out on an outlap at the minute.
Yeah, he's got to find 400s.
Corey is on the lap, so I'm just going to flick to him.
He's only got to find a 10 in his own lap to go to pole.
And he's disappeared off my screen. That's alright.
So what he can do, this lap will be no good, but he'll have one more shot.
He will, and so will Lachlan Bourke. Behind him, he's crossed just been enough time to start another lap. So here we go. This is the battle for pole.
Hans has gone out there, done his lap early and said, chase me boys.
He has, and it's very impressive.
I suppose.
Very close. Just going to look at Bourke as well. Yeah, heck, so close between these two. Definitely can still claw this back. Oh, Corey's a bit slow there, but Lachlan's still on it. Really going to need
Lachlan's last sector.
Yeah.
That's what been getting played.
Hans has been the fastest in the middle sector most of the evening, so I feel like with a good last sector that Lachlan can get the pole here. I'm going to flick to him because I reckon that Corey's not going to get it done. And I'd be right, but Lachlan Bourke crosses the line and he doesn't get it done either. So Hans Brunswick, pole position here for race 2.
Well done, Hans. Great effort there.
So very good effort there. And have a look at the margin though, it must be said. The top 3 are basically half a second clear of anyone. So a fair bit more spread out in that qualifying session, it must be said. A lot larger field spread. It's surprising, you'd think that people would be getting better as the evening went on, but the front guys are, but the field is expanding.
Sort of stuck without.
Good effort there from Kaya Ardley, I've noticed. He's gone to P9 in that session, so that's a good qualifying from him. That'll be a personal best. I feel like this is going to be an interesting race, Cole.
I think so, mate.
Notice Cameron Parrott has left the game, so hopefully he can rejoin us. Bustling to get out of the lane in warm-up. Everyone needs those extra couple of laps, it seems.
I think so. That's a lot of cars.
Bump and grind in warm-up.
Hey, look at that. A bit rough out there.
not something we see commonly. How many cars are on the front straight? Everyone trying to do a practice start on the grid. Hopefully it benefits these guys and they all get a cracking start.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see 4 or 5 wide into turn 1. That'd be interesting.
Would be good or would be interesting?
Good for us. Interesting for them.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
We do love a bit of interesting though.
Yeah, you do love a bit of interesting.
Just like this driving. It's interesting. Oh. Who's going to win, mate? Lee Harms has picked up the pace.
I feel like it's very hard to go past. I do feel like it's very hard to go past Lachlan Bourke, but that was a good lap there from Hans, and we know that he can't be underestimated. The head and neck support device, he can go very well when I don't even know what I'm saying, but all I know is that we know that he can go very well, and he tends to be race one as his bogey races in these races, and then he comes on strong from there on in. So, all to play for.
Hans is particularly more suited for an accident, but we'll see what it's like in a race distance.
But we will. It's just too hard to pick.
Yes. Just waiting for him to come back to the line. Here we go. Right on cue. There he is. Device himself.
Hans in the Ultimate 9 racing car.
Number 9. Number 9.
On the pole position.
Number 9. Number 9. Number 9.
So we just let everyone know that he is number 99 for the Ultimate 9 racing. Strong contingent of cars that those guys have entered in this series this year.
Yep, 4 cars. To see.
It is good to see. Just checking where everyone has lined up.
Good grid. Good.
I'll run through the top 15 this time, and then I'll let you handle the end of it.
Good to me.
Number 9. So it's his hands runs back on the pole position. His first pole of 2021. And over Lachlan Bourke, P2. Our race winner from the last 2 races now. Corey in P3. He'll be looking to try and another race with his name. Instinct in P4, having a strong run out there tonight. Kelvin Singh inside the top 5. And Ricardo P6 from Newton Sports. Cameron Parrott in P7. RSM Latino in position number 8. Lewis Wedding in 9th. He's a bit further back in this race, so we know he's got good pace. Kyle Ardley is in P10. Brack in 11th. That's a good qualifying effort there for Brack, I must say. Nick Burko down in 12th. Brendan Ross in P13. Nathan Higginson in 14th position. And Jack Handel rounds out the top 15.
Yep. And P16 is Steve Warwick. P17, Liam Buck. P18, I believe that's Pole for Super 3, Michael Colin. P19 is Matt Cecil. P20, Brody. P21 is Lachlan Bourke. 22nd is Ken Sykes. 23rd is Claimbar. 24th is Dodger. 25th is Stenny. And 26th is Clyde Jones.
And that's the field. Hans is a long way back in his box here.
Yeah.
So you want to move forward a little bit. It up. Any stragglers there at the back? I believe Matt Cecil's one of them. It's taking a long time to get into his box.
Right, we're getting
Locked and loaded.
Yeah. Rise. Wait.
Very equal start here.
Good job by both drivers at the front.
Lachlan Bourke's got the lead away, and they've all got to stream through pretty good instinct up until P3. Although Corey's going to have a go back at him, but now Dane Liccardo's in that. There's been a bit of bump and further back, and Bracker's around. Noticed. Back a shot. Now Dane Liccardo is all over the back of Corey. What a great start there by Corey.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, who's that? There's been a big shot in the background. That's RSM Latino's gone around. We're going to flick through and I'm going to get a replay of that. I'm just going to get her up for you.
Nice shot, he's going.
Oh, he's in the wall hard.
Great job of avoiding that.
Yeah, it was a pretty good job for everyone to avoid that. It hasn't ended well for him. So he's now retired from the race actually after that, so that's really disappointing for Latino's championship. I'm going to flick forward to the front because Hans has stayed with Lachlan here, and he's now putting pressure on him.
Yeah, this is looking good. I think Lachlan will have it all his way this race.
I don't think he's going to have this all his way. Hans is in hot pursuit, and we know that he knows how to get the job done and win a race in the series.
Saying that, Lachlan's car's looking very stable.
Nathan Higginson's had a self-spin in the background. So, that. Recovering there, so he's going to recover P17. Oh, and that's Brody. Back to the front, it's on further back here. Everyone being a bit aggressive now, must be said. Lachlan is weaving here at the front. He's turned the lights on already, and that's Liam Budd's gone around in the background. I'm just going to check that one out and see if that was by himself or not. Big gas up on the curb. He's put himself back into last.
So Lachlan's got the headlights on. That crap knows what's coming. Noticed just a left-hander coming off Andy Road. All of the inside curve and maybe lose a fair bit of momentum now.
Yeah, he's lost the run there and he's been careful to rush. Now we've got a battle on here. Corey's on the inside of Instinct. he thinks smarter than that. He's going to crisscross him back. Oh, before he gets back through. But now Dane Liccardo's going to be involved. Oh, and he's running a bit wide, but its pass has been completed. Just think using his race smarts from his history of racing against me to try and get that back pass, but it's just in the wrong part of the track on the outside there. So our leader has just rounded up. Our leader's off the road. Our leader just went off the road trying to pass Brett. So now he's under pressure from Hans. He's going to try and go around the outside of him.
Going away again. Car is very strong in the last sector.
He's very strong in the last sector. He used a lot of curb there on the. Gonna flip back. He's now got Govinda Singh in a battle with Sweating. Sweating's come up the inside of him, and he is going to get that done. Pratt's got out of the way of everyone here and rolled through the grass.
It's all settled into a rhythm.
Oh, just to say that, Nathan Higginson's gone around again. He saved it, good save, but lost that spot to Rhodey that they've been squabbling over. There's a battle behind them as well, which I think Stenny's leading, and it's Lachlan Moran. Oh, and Nathan Higginson. That is a dive bomb and a half, and he's going to go off the road there. He's not going to pull that one up. He's going to have to go through and use the shortcut.
Those rear tires. What's your lead? He's going to watch lost us.
It's a battle in the Super 3 category. Close to the front, it's only 0.6 of a second. I'm just keeping an eye on that. Oh. Both run off the track wide. Oh, Stenny! Stenny's had a big crack.
Oh.
So that'll be engine gone or puncher or something, so he was running reasonably well. He's going to see what happens when he brakes. Yeah, puncher. That's a disappointing end to his race. He's into the pit lane, so
here's the gap in front.
looking forward.
Still stable.
I found this battle pack bar. Oh, that was going on there. This is battle for the back of the top 10. This is Kai. He was racing Brendan Russell and Cameron Parrott. Because of that little altercation there, Cameron's got away. In the background we've got Michael Pollard side by side with Jack Handel. Oh, and he's had a huge slide there in the background. And they're side by side here.
It's Parramatta Speedway action.
It is Parramatta Speedway action. He's lost the spot in the background, but it's all going on. Must be said the racing's been a bit more spicier in this race.
As
Less gaps and people more wanting to make a charge with their cars. Notice Dane Liccardo's got the fastest thing as well. He's up to P4, that's a good stop for him. It's only 4/10 of a second, so Hans is staying with him. I reckon Hans is trying to stay with him and manage his tyres to be able to have a crack towards the end, and he's the closest he's been. They're both struggling on exit, so you can see they're both pushing.
Both these cars look very good setup direction.
That they do.
Oh, that's intense. Just got to try and stay with him here. Only 4 laps to go.
Doing a bit of a around the grounds check. There's a car in pit lane. I'm just trying to figure out who that is.
So Hans is closing up massively in the last sector now.
He is, which is quite surprising because we know that this is where Lachlan Bourke's normally strong.
There we go. Ready to go now. Yellow flag. What's that?
That's Nathan Higginson who's around. So he's having his own drama.
Oh, that was a slide from Burke. Here we go. He's set it up. Hans got a good exit, so let's see how he goes. To say that though, it looks like Burke got a great exit. So, oh, both sideways coming down the hill. The flags again.
That's a car that's around, that's Kai. That was Keegan Sykes, it must be Keegan. Keenan Sykes is being lapped. So,
Job
just
there.
noticed Michael Pollard's had a huge crash as well. We can't really look at it. Into the back straight. He's gone into the with a puncher. Oh.
Hans is throwing that away. He slid in the rears for about 100 metres there, so.
I'm just going to get a replay of that from. This was Michael Pollard who was leading Super 3 and he's gone off.
Oh.
He had a puncher from the corner before. He had an incident there with the lap car of Stenny, and that's going to be race ending for him. That's wheel gone, so that's really disappointing. That's our Super 3 leader and he's off the road. He has actually got the thing moving, but so he's going to try and finish, looks like.
It's very lucky for him then. Yeah, just looking at that lap before, Hans slid it for about 100 metres into the corner and then past the apex on the rear. It's just cooked that right rear tyre, so it's unlucky for Hans there because he's looking sharp.
He was looking sharp, but I'm feeling like the race is over now and that Lachlan Bourke is going to lead on this final lap. Flicking through, see what's happening around the place. We've got a battle here between Lewis Wedding and Colin Singh.
Yeah, good racing, Bruce. They gave him a couple of bumps there. He's looking to the inside. Oh, he's giving him a bump.
Oh, he's off.
Govinda gave him a bump. It's a shame.
Well, it's not ended well, but Lachlan Bourke has won race 2 here from Hans Brunswick. Corey in P3, Bardo 4 is fifth. Burko is going to come home in sixth. Wedding is going to be seventh, so they've sorted that out between themselves. Parrot is in ninth. Kai Ardley brings home his first top 10. 11th. Brendan Ross 12th. Matt Cecil's going to be P13. Brody. So he's the winner for Super 3. That's a big achievement for him there. Liam Budd in 17th. Lachlan Moran in 18th. Ty Jones in 19th. Dodger in 20th. Keegan Sykes 21st. I believe he's already, this is after the end of the race, I think. Already, these guys are a lap down, but interesting stuff going on there.
Yeah, that's all stuff that needs to be looked at because it's a big no-no.
Rapid 27. I'm going to get a replay while we're here, just of what the hell has happened here at the end of the back straight. So I don't really know what the hell's going on there, but it's been an incident. So
Yeah, that's just silly.
Wrap 22nd after first lap incident. Michael Pollard manages to bring home and get some crucial points there in 23rd. Stenny is the last of the finishers, and Nathan Higginson's the last of the finishers actually. So he had an absolute shocker, he must have, from Harrison Latino.
DNF.
On lap 1. No, Higginson retired. We missed that.
Well, that's a shame. Only one more qualifying session and one more race to go now.
As I've just dealt with some interesting comments from a fired up racer. We all get like that at times. As they say, that is motor racing. That's motorsport, that is racing. So we're just gonna get ready for race 2. Or race 3 rather. And we're going to be straight back into qualifying this time.
Here we go. Another 10-minute session.
So this should be interesting.
Should be.
And Lachlan Bourke's going to lead us out again. He's a very hard man to go past for a win here. He's been dominant. He's setting the tone for his championship. I feel like this kid is, staring down the barrel of being the man to beat for the rest of the season, to be honest.
I think so, mate. It's just been absolutely dominant.
So, picked up by all Australian racers at the back end of last year, and they're going from strength to strength. His team manager, Luke Rosella, would be very proud of his efforts, I'd say. say much more at the minute. He's won everything there is to win here tonight. And didn't really cop that much airtime for it in the first race either. Such was the performance.
Well, that's it with Luke. He's just, noticed the talent and got the signing done early.
That's it.
Got to get it done early.
Got to start the signing early.
That's it. Here we go. First laps.
No idea of where everyone is at, so.
Looking somewhere in the high 25s for great for the sector.
26-1. It's not the best, but it's not too bad. Let's flick through and look at others as they come through as well. Still purple to the first sector. And everyone else. The person who's close is Dane Liccardo and he's 3/10 off, so.
So maybe the track conditions are different in this session.
Could potentially be the case. I'm sure the drivers will know. And he's done.
Cross his line at 8.
Corey's on a lap. We know that he's a fairly fast driver. And he's slightly up on Lachlan Bourke. Lachlan's gone a 26 flat to the first sector now on this lap.
It's starting to get around where they went. Barrels out of the way for Corey. Across the line. Probably go to P1.
He does go to P1, but as you can see, as long as Lachlan doesn't get held up here, he's about to go faster.
Unlikely. Good job there.
Just a lot of that curve at that corner, it must be said.
There he goes.
And he's gone to P1, but as we can see, Corey is now up again himself. Hunt's put himself into P3, but he's 7/10 away from these guys. Track conditions obviously improving ever so slightly. Oh, and Lachlan Bourke put it in the fence, picked up too much curve at the third corner, so he's going to have to go and reset and go again.
See if this affects Corey. Might not. Might actually benefit him. So
He's gone to P1 in 8.2, so that's an exceptionally good time there. Lewis Wedding.
I think that's the quickest of the night.
I think that is the quickest of the night, to be honest. Flick through, see where others are at.
One's now to, well, they're back up to P3. They're 2/10 away.
Looking through the order. Racing circuit. Went very wide there, so he's up on his PB somehow, and he's missed the apex by Pacific Ocean, I reckon.
Definitely missed the apex. That's for sure.
It wasn't even the same postcode as the apex, and somehow still on a pretty decent time, so it shows that he's got some pace left in his car. Lachlan Bourke's up on his PB as well. He's just running off the road. He's gone in too deep at Dandenong Road. See what Hans can deliver.
There we go. With the
And he's, oh, what a last sector from Hans. That's a very impressive time considering we saw what happened in the first sector for him. So, yeah. Very interesting. He's coming out for another time, so is Lachlan Bourke's on a lap, but he's going to get held up here by the two Ultimate 9 racing cars.
He should back out of it. No point in pressing on.
Yeah, he's backed out of it. Look through and see who else is on a lap. See a few guys that haven't set times further back in the field. Qualifying's been surprisingly same sort of top 10. Lachlan Bourke's really backed out of it now and he's going to go for a time. Well, that's happening. Cameron Parrott, he's on a lap to see what he does. He's improved to P7 on while we've been watching.
Jump.
It's a good jump for him. Let's watch. Keep an eye on our other competitor. Steve Burko is on a decent number at the minute as well. He's up 3/10 in the second on his PB. He's only 2/10 off at the second sector on the pole time.
Here we go. On the top
Now
guns.
got all three of our top three on qualifying laps. Lachlan Bourke has sprayed that for that corner. He's got a big slider. Corey, he's coming through the second time. What's he going to do? And he is up. That's a very fast first sector. So, and Hans is about to pass through it as well. We'll see what. He has also done a pretty good decent number. So this is on now. Keep an eye on Lachlan Bourke. Who's going to be the first across the line? These three.
He's done a very good middle sector.
Yellow flag out in the final sector. And he's improved, but not enough to take a position. He's back to Corey now. He's going to cross the line. Where's he going to go? He does an 8 flat. That's an incredibly fast time. It's going to be very hard to beat for these other competitors. Hans does an 8.2 and he improves his best, but it's not going to be good enough to challenge any further up. And he's up again, it's Corey. So he's finding his form right at the end of the night. I suppose you've got to find it at some point. And he's up 2/10 at the end of the back straight. We're going to see something special here, I think. Oh, he's had a big slide on the last corner. May have seen the best of those tyres. Let's see what number he does. And he's lost it all. He's lost it all. Still, though, that time would be still good enough for pole position. And Hans is in the fence in the background. So that's going to put the end to his qualifying.
What a shame.
Going for one more lap.
That was definitely going to be a 7.
While I've been not focusing on it, Instinct's jumped up and he's in P4 and he's not far away from these guys. Lachlan Bourke is up.
Here we go.
I like these qualifying battles.
I do. This is fantastic.
Lewis Benning goes faster. Oh! Lachlan Bourke's a long way up on his own PB.
Oh, he skated it in there.
Lewis Benning's improved. He's only 2/10 off, so a few guys finding him the time in this session. Oh, he's taking a lot of curb. Really playing with the he must have got a track cut there. Yeah, he's abused the track limits too far and he's been pinged for it.
We'll be starting P3.
Yeah, so first time not on the front row, so that makes the race more exciting, it must be said. Impressive qualifying from both Jack Handel and from Nathan Higginson to be 6th and 7th. Brendan Ross in P8. So, let's look through as other people that are further back. Cameron Parrott, RSM Latino, a bit further back than we'd expect. Steve Warwick not having the best of nights, it must be said. Pollard gets a Super 3 pole once again from Rhodey in P2 in that category, claimed by. And Dodger didn't end up setting a time, so. But the whole field was covered by fairly close margin.
3 seconds. Pretty much the whole Super 2 field covered in 1.5 seconds. First to, say, 13th is 1 second, so that's crazy.
It is crazy. I'm enjoying it. It's what I come here for. Just to see.
And if you look at the times from, say, P5, P11, you pick up even half a tenth, you'll move a couple spots. That's mighty impressive.
It is mighty impressive.
We're into warm up now.
I feel like this is going to be the most exciting race of the night, but I don't like to build everything up. Don't like to build things up, but I've got a feeling.
I've got that feeling too, mate. So
we've got Lachlan Bourke not on the front row, but as we know at this track, that means nothing. The win from 17. So he's won from the front row in all the races so far tonight. He's getting first out of the pit lane once again to try and get a few extra laps in. While that's going on, I'm just going to break and we'll be back for the race though. We're back here at Sandown. About to see the start of race 3.
Yes, we are. Starting time.
And may this be an interesting one. May they all be interesting ones, but may we leave the best to last, I say.
I think so.
I'm seeing F stream in chat. I hope that's not a stream issue we're having. Everything looks good on my end, but I'm hoping all audio problems and echoes and stuff are fixed tonight as well. We've been a bit of behind the scenes testing and whatnot.
So,
Oh, and I've somehow lost one of my cameras from the grid. Go through the first 15 and then we'll go from there.
we've got Corey on pole. We're back number 7. Marty and P2, we have Hans Brunswick. P3, Lachlan Bourke. P4, Stenberg. P5, Phil's Welling. P6, Jack Handel. P7, H. Dickinson. That goes probably where I'd like to be now. P8 is Brennan Ross. P9, staying the car as we see a massive accident information. P10 is Kelvin to Singh. P11, Steve Burko. P12, Cameron Parrott. P13, P14, Colin Ridley, P15, Steve Warwick.
And P16 is Michael Pollard. P17 is Liam Budd. P18, Rapp. Pat Cecil out of 19th position. Brody out of 20th. Plain Bite in 21st. Lachlan Horan in 22nd. Ty Jones in 23rd. Stenny in 24th. And Roger is out of the final position. So we've had 26 cars for all 3 races tonight. Everyone has stayed with us. I think we did lose Keenan Sykes in there at one stage, but he did let us know that he'd only be able to do the first 2 races.
Here we go.
Bourke overshot his box. He probably thought he was off the pole. And he's not anymore.
There we go. Come on, buddy. Flag 7 minutes.
All set. We're ready to go. Lachlan Horan gets a drive through. Good start by Hans Brunswick. Good start by Instinct as well. He's going to challenge both of these guys into turn 1.
Yeah, it's a forward 1, 2, 3.
There's on.
Oh!
Big moment there. Oh, and there's a bit of carnage there in the background. There's cars all over the shop. They've all made it through cleanly after a bit of kerfuffle. Hans Brunswick, I reckon if he leads this or gets a bit of a gap here, he can win this race.
I think so.
Oh, there's a bit of drama going on further back in the field. Two cars cutting through chicane. Just gonna flick to it. Oh,
It's just looking spicy back here.
very messy back here. This has been the messiest start of them all, but somehow no one's been off the road massively. Oh. We're flicking back to the front. Corey's going to try and stay with Hans here, and we know he had mega pace in qualifying, so
I'm going to stay here. I think Lachlan's not going to win this race.
I don't think he is. He's sliding around all over the shop.
Pushing too hard, man.
Oh, I've just seen Michael Pollard in the fence. His night is going poorly. I'm going to flick up a replay and flick to it, but this is too exciting here. We've got a battle for the lead.
Here we go.
Michael Pollard, your Super 3 leader, is in the fence at turn 4 and he's now back in 23rd, so not been the best of nights for him.
Will be about just getting the points now for him, the best that he can get.
I feel like this is going to be a close battle for the whole top 4 this whole race.
Corey, can't touch you like that.
Just like to let everyone know that Rhodey is actually leading Super 3 at the minute. He's the race leader in that category.
Don't worry about Rhodium, he's going to win with him.
What's a Rhodium if it's a win?
Coming down the road now.
Lewis Weddings got onto the back of these guys as well. Notice Clay he's got his lights on. P13. It's been noted by the stewards.
Does. Noted it.
Going to flick back. Nathan Higginson's going to remove Dane Liccardo from P6. He's down the inside. He's going to overshoot the corner. I think Dane's going to come back at him. And he has. Still side by side. Side by side by side. At the back. Just got Vender Singh, who's had a minor moment. Going to prevail in this one. Oh, that's a big off. He's in the fence. Higginson's gone in too deep and he's put himself in the fence. He's been so lucky not to have a bigger moment than that.
Very lucky, I think he had the right ankle.
And that's put Jack Handel up into P6. Going to flick back because we've got a battle now on for the race lead. Corey is looking like he is going to make a move on Hans Brunswick.
Here we go. Oh. Fires are back. Oh, great job. Okay, fires are back down the inside. We're running that road.
All on Instinct's now going to try and buy into this.
Here we go. A four-way battle for the lead. Maybe Lachlan can win this race.
Maybe he can. They might have themselves all off the road here in a minute. We're already on lap 5, may I add. It's gone past pretty quickly.
Maybe all these Falcons will relearn how to fly and find themselves off the road.
Just going to add that Instinct should be P2 in the championship after tonight. He's had a reasonably good performance. Lachlan Bourke just disappeared off the screen. So that's not very good for him. Hopefully he appears back. He is back. Here comes Corey.
Another crack.
He's got down there. He's got the job done by the looks. He's going to cover. Instinct's looking like he can make a pass now on.
Oh no, he made a slight little misjudgment there.
So we've got a new race leader.
And Bourke picked him up again. How much time is left?
But the draft's so strong here that he's going to struggle to pull away.
Well, that's why. From these guys at the front. Six to go.
We're at the halfway point. And these guys are really all going to need to not battle behind and try and stay with Corey here if they're going to make a race of this. We know that Corey's got the exceptional one-lap speed, but can he translate that into a race? He's very loose. Lachlan Bourke's been all over the shop all race, it must be said. Car not looking like it's to his handling as it has in the first two races.
He's definitely used up those rear tyres trying to maximise his performance, but probably just needed to be a little bit more consistent and just be patient. That's what you've got to do when you have a bad qualifying performance.
Just going to flick over. We've got a battle here between Matt Cecil and Colin. They're going up the back straight.
Oh.
And this is always a spicy place to be trying to go side by side. But somehow they've survived that. Just caught that out of the corner of my eye and went, wow. And there's the car right in the last corner as well. So, well, that is Jack Handel. So that's not gone well for him. See if we can catch a replay of that and see what has actually transpired. He's been turned around there by Govinder Singh out of P7 and then all she wrote for Jack Handel. Coming back to the front, we've actually missed. Instincts made the pass on Hans while we were not watching. I'll see if I can actually dig a replay of that up. Yeah, Hans is actually, we're going to flick over. Got a replay of that. Hans has come through here and he's collected the wall with a big tank slapper. And that's how the position has changed there.
Yeah.
This is really helped Corey to get away. I don't know what was going on there. Sorry, guys. It's helped Corey to get away with the gap. But now Lachlan Bourke up the inside.
Oh. Lewis. Bit of a quiet achiever there, Lewis. He's not a good drive from him.
He has had a good night, to be honest. He's been quietly there or thereabouts. So is Instinct, it must be said. Like, Instinct will be second in the points, and I reckon Wedding and Brunswick would have both jumped up a number of positions as well.
Corey starting to check out a little bit now.
He's starting to get ahead. Just looking, we had the two Ultimate 9 racing cars racing with another further back in the field of Brody and Brendan Ross.
Resuming.
I've been watching this on my other screen through this race, and they've been having this battle for most of this race as well. So Brody, of course, leading Super 3, and Brendan Ross in his own thing, but he's now vulnerable to Brad. Sweating's doing a bit of drifting on. Jack Handel was DNF'd from the race.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's a shame he was having a strong performance. Perhaps going to have a look here at Rody and can't quite get it done. Still on here, but
Have to remind everyone it's just 14, 15. Oh, sorry. 15, 16, and 17.
oh, Rody! Rody's had a big off. He's in the fence.
Oh,
He's lost the lead of Super 2 now to Lachlan Horan, but he's going to get back underway. Disappointing there for Benjamin Rhodes. Gonna flick back to the lead battle. And that's Corey McFarlane is now streets ahead. He is going to win this motor race. Not over for P2, but
so
Hans is still looking very strong. Sorry, it's Michael Pollard that's leading Super 3. I was mistaken. I thought that he was further back. He's recovered nicely. I believe this is our last lap. It's going to flick battle between Stenny and a claim bite. It's been ongoing for a few laps. Oh, sorry, I'm flicking away from that. I saw Hans go for a look at turn 1. Oh. You don't know where to watch, ever. You don't know what's going to happen anywhere.
that's what the series producers look in the background. Big slides. Anyone would think it was still raining here, it seemed.
Oh, they're trying hard, you can tell that. Who's that off the road? That's
That's not Pollard, is it?
I think it's Haranas. Lachlan Haranas gone wide there. So we're going to flick race winner. Race 5 of the championship is going to go to Corey McFarlane, who picks up his second win of the series. Instinct's going to come home in position number 2 from Hans Brunswick. Lachlan Bourke finishes 4th. Lewis Wedding 5th. Dane Liccardo. Govinda Singh and Steve Burkhoff had a close finish there from RSM Latino. Cameron Parrott gets a top 10. Hickerson in an 11th after that incredible hit on the wall. Warwick P12. Hardley 13th. Cecil in 14th. Bratt is home in 15th. Liam Budd in 16th. Michael Pollard picks up another Super 3 win in 17th. Rody is going to come home in a Baton and Bruce Ultimate 9 racing car, but P18 and second in Super 3 rather. Dodge is going to pick up another podium in Super 3 tonight. Leading home leading home Brendan Ross, who's about to lose a spot here to Stenny on the line. It's going to be happen, yep. Stenny picks up 20th, Brendan Ross 21st. He's had an incident there on the last lap of some description. Claim by 22nd, Lachlan Horan 23rd, and Kai Jones has DNF'd, and so did Jack Handel. So, action-packed.
It was a great night of racing.
Was a great night of racing, big field. No major incidents to report. There's been a few things I've seen and observed, but nothing too major. And yeah, that last race was probably the best one of the night as far as racing goes.
And to agree there, that was a very good race.
5 cars in the lead battle pack there, and There were battles even further back as well that we didn't even get a chance to look at. Back to 15th and everywhere in the field. As far back as 20th there were cars battling, so all in all, a good night of racing. As we see Corey doing some celebratory burnouts. Won the first race of the season and he's backed it up here at Sandown, so it's amazing. We're 5 races in and we've only had 2 winners so far.
Pretty good effort of a burnout there.
Yeah, he's definitely put everything into it and he deserves to. That was a good drive. So we'll wait for a few of our drivers to come and have a chat with us. Keen to hear what people have got to say. But yeah, overall, very good night of racing.
Very enjoyable. Once again, for Super 2/Super 3.
It always is. And these guys are ever improving. I'm just going to raise a bit of a point here. And it's not calling out to him or anything, but been a bit surprised by the performances of Steve Burko. He's been up there, but he's been around the back end of the top 10, and he was a race winner last year. And I've just bring that up to raise a point that I feel like it just shows how much the field's improved in this series. It's become even more competitive to the point where in which guys like Burko and Latino that were race winners are now struggling to even get into the top 5 without great difficulty. It shows the series has really gone from strength to strength, and you can't make a mistake if you're up the front. That's for sure.
Yeah, I can't agree more there. Like, you had Tino and Burko, even my old man Steve. Like, they were always in the top 5 and top half of the front half anyway. And yeah, they're struggling down, sometimes outside the top 10. So good to see competition's picked up and how you always want it to be.
It is what you want it to be, and you want different people succeeding and different people getting better, and that's what the whole point of the series is for people to improve and keep getting better. And we've definitely seen that with guys like Hans Brunswick's the guy that's picked up as it's gone on, and then we've also seen Lachlan Bourke, who's been the real surprise person this year.
Most definitely.
Speaking of Lachlan Bourke, I see he's down there. We might drag him up and have a bit of a chat to him. Lachlan, mate, P1 in the first 2 races tonight, and pole in race 1, and then P4 there in the final race. How'd you find it out there?
Oh, it was amazing. Really good racing with Hans and Corey and Instinct. The car was the first race. The car was great during qualifying. Second and third race, they stepped up their game in qualifying. Second race, I was more focused about getting around Hans on the first corner, just because I knew if I can get around him, it would just make my life a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, it definitely did make your life easier getting past him off the start there, and then I feel like that's where you definitely cleared off and won that race from. Even though he put a big battle to you, you managed to hold on to all the pressure from that.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure. I was just reminding myself, don't look back, keep going forwards.
Well, that's the clever way to be, mate. And then race 3, not the greatest qualifying, but good battle there between all you guys up at the front.
Yeah, it was good. Just couldn't find a way around, and I was lacking pace from them.
Yeah, we noticed your car was a bit oversteery there in that last race. Did you just burn the tyres off a bit?
Yeah, I was pushing really hard to try and catch him, and by the end, my tyres were gone.
Oh well, mate. I believe you should still be the championship leader. So we head to Simmons Plains next round. How are you going to
That's
go
gonna be
there?
fun.
You've won 3 of the 5 races. Do you reckon you're going to be able to get some wins there?
Hopefully. We just have to wait to see how everybody else does and see how we compare to them.
No worries, mate. Well, congrats on your 2 wins tonight, and
Thank you.
we'll see you at the next round.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
I'm going to bring up Corey McFarlane for a chat in this one. Hi, Corey, mate. Race winner in that final race there. Pole sitter as well. How did you find it out there?
Yeah, the first 2 races were quite a struggle with tyre temp during the races. They just overheated, or just the rear right mainly, and couldn't control it. And then for the second or the third race, dropped the tyre pressures at the start, and that seemed to help throughout the race a fair bit.
Well, yeah, mate, you definitely had a lot more speed there in that final race as compared to the first 2. It was noted by us, and your qualifying time, we saw you were on for a 7 in that qualifying session, so that would have been a pretty impressive number, and that sort of opened our eyes up to your pace in race trim.
Yeah, thanks for that. The qualifying was pretty damn close between the first, all the qualifying sessions were a lot closer than I'd expect. But yeah, the car was really good over 1 lap pace, and then sort of just had to save the tyres for 12 laps because I was just running the same setup from quali to race.
Well, mate, it's good that you managed to improve your car over the course of the race, and you've picked up your second race win of the season, so will help you as far as your championship goes. We head to Simmons Plains next round. How do you think you're going to fare down there?
No idea. I've never driven that on Automobilista, but yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be really close in qualifying. Times are going to be extremely close, and the tiniest mistake will definitely put you down a fair bit.
I'm going to agree with you there, mate. I feel like that's how it's going to be in every race from now on in. At pretty much every round it seems to be. So best of luck for that, and we'll see you out there next time.
Cheers, guys.
So I'm going to bring in the device himself. Head and shoulder support device. How are you, mate?
Been very, very good. It's been a happy hunting ground. How about yourselves? How was the stream? Was it good?
Yeah, it's been good. So
Lovely.
P2 tonight in the first 2 races, and then P3 there in that one. And obviously a pole position in race 2. How was the Ultimate 9 Racing Falcon?
I'm happy to say that the soul searching we've done since Bathurst has worked out, and we found some souls, and we put some effort into tonight, and we had a good result for all the cars. No one ended up in the fence, which is great. So we don't need to throw any more chassis to the tip. And I nearly came close on the exit of turn 4, but that's all right. It's just a little graze. That's all right.
Well, we did see that little graze, and you lost that position, and that could have been a lot bigger than what it was. But we're glad that your soul searchings worked, because you didn't really have the best of rounds there at Bathurst, but you've definitely bounced back tonight and had the potential to be able to compete for the race wins. It's just didn't quite 100% work out in that regard, but good racing.
Yeah, the balance of the setup started to go early in the race. It was really, really good. But later on, the balance just started to be a bit more taily. So I was just trying to throw changes at it, brake bars, anti-roll bars during the race. I'm just like, I can't fix it. Maybe I should have moved the weight distribution back, but that's all right. Good night all round.
That's good, mate. That's good. Good that you had a good night all round. Next round, Simmons Plains. How's that going to go?
It's too far away. I've got to think about work tomorrow at 5:30.
Oh, well, we'll leave you to think about work at 5:30 tomorrow morning, and best of luck and congrats on solid results tonight.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just glad I didn't barguana it in the fence at some point. I mean, Thomas would have liked it, but, we can't all please Thomas McMillan at all times.
No, well, the only way to please Thomas McMillan is either to win it or bin it.
I didn't do either today, which is good.
No, but you did do a heater, so that's what matters.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, you could say I was in heat. Yeah, it was good.
Most definitely.
Oh, well, we'll catch you later, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, boys. See us.
Yeah, mate.
We got Instinct down there in the broadcast booth. We don't. I'm just flicking through. Who else can we speak to that was up there? Just looking at Super 3. We had Michael Pollard win Super 3 tonight. Did we want to have a chat with him?
If he's down there, we could definitely have a chat.
Hi, mate. I believe you are the winner of Super 3 in both race 1 and race 1 and race 3 tonight, and had obviously a very disappointing end to race 2 by getting fired in the fence by a lap car and then into the wall at the end of the back straight. But outside of that, how was it out there?
Yeah, mate, if I'm honest, I don't even remember what went on. It was just, I was full, flat chat the whole time. But it was good fun, I think. I can't believe I got that race win in race 3, because on the second lap, I think I got pushed into the fence. So I have to go on.
I was just we saw that, mate. I actually incorrectly called that it was your teammate leading the Super 3, because I was so confused as to how you'd managed to get back up there. So awesome recovery effort.
Same here, mate. I did, to be honest, I didn't have a clue where I was. I was just drawing the wheels off the thing, just trying to catch him in front. I just had the eyes on.
Well, that's all good, mate. That's what you want to do. Get as many spots as possible. So you've showed some good pace so far this season. That part of the field.
I've been enjoying it, and I'm not even focused on Super 3. I'm just going for every position I can. Sometimes I make a few mistakes, but I think everybody understands. I think I've made a few bumps with some people. I think I might have got a claim bite. I think in that last race, trying to get me inside him, but bumped him around. But just one of those things. And I think Stenny race 2. I think, as you said, I sort of just got. I tried to go for the move on him on the inside, but he sort of. I probably wasn't far enough up, but I also got my nose cut off, and then just sort of went through the big dip there just before turn 3, and then I thought I was right, and then I got bumped into the fence by Stenny. I don't know if he accidentally did that or whatever was going on there, but I think, and then I must have got the flat there, and as I was turned to turn 6, it just didn't turn.
We caught that on the stream, and it just went into the fence hard, and you were lucky to be able to finish the race. I was called that the motor may have gone. I saw the wheel off the car, but you managed to get that one back.
Luckily, the boys are pretty good at Vivid Sports. They put the wheel back on and got me sent out to finish the race.
Well, good racing tonight, mate, and I believe you are the leader of Super 3, and you'd be pretty healthily up there in the Super 2 Championship as well, I'd imagine. So best of luck, and we'll see you at Simmons Plains.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Can't wait. Have a good one.
You too.
Mate.
Well, that's everyone who's off the podium of races. Is there no one else down there that won, I believe, anything?
I don't believe so. I think that's everyone ticked off.
And we've had a bit of a chat to some people, so might leave it there. And thank everyone for watching. Been a good evening. Do you have any comments to take out of tonight, Cole?
Let's continue forward to the next round and keep building on the great performances for everyone. And it was really good. Happy with tonight. There was a lot of clean racing, good racing, and on tomorrow night for us.
Agreed, mate. It's been good racing. It's good racing again, and I'm glad that the series is cleaned up from last year. I'm really happy with the racing and the field sizes, and everyone's out there having a good time and doing some good racing. So as you just mentioned, tomorrow night we're back here, 3 18-lap races, Stairs, and I believe Madbird will be back in the booth. I'm not 100% sure on that, but otherwise the great Michael Zalavari will be joining him. So we'll leave you for now, and we'll see you in 3 weeks for Simmons Plains. But don't forget to tune in tomorrow night to see the main game go at it for those 3 18-lap races. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.